We are now here. We are here, the Locker Room Lounge Podcast. It is 8 o'clock. We are here, the Locker Room Lounge Podcast. Check us out on YouTube. We got to be on YouTube for a little while. What's up, D?
What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. What's up?
What's going on? What we talking about tonight?
I mean, it's been so much. We've been in here for in a minute. We got a lot to talk about. From the WNBA draft to the NCAA tournament, both men's and women's, all the controversy that's been going on for within basketball. I mean, it's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Right.
We ain't been on it like almost 3 weeks.
Something like that. Yep. So
Like
which
that.
one?
So I mean, let's talk about the elephant in the room, because if anybody was following us during the time of when the Gamecocks was playing against the Huskies, everybody know I am a Husky fan, diehard, love my UConn Huskies, everybody know she is absolutely a South Carolina Gamecock diehard fan, loves her some Dawn Staley, which was a great game. You know, if you ask me, South Carolina absolutely had UConn's number. You could tell the studying, you could tell that they was in the lab. They understood exactly what they needed to do to win, and it was executed perfectly. I think what took away from that game was what happened afterwards. And I know a lot of people, I caught a lot of flack for it because of the comment that I made. And I want to be clear right now. I made a comment as far as looking at Dawn Staley as being one of our role models, someone that we look up to. And she's in a space that is very important to some of us. So her reaction, I just wish she would have kept the cool head for that moment, because you allow that man to put you in a negative space. And it's a role, as you know, player, it's a role that we play. And she got to that negative space, and as being a role model, you don't want to portray that on national television. Because like I said, they look at us always as angry Black women. So I didn't respect anything that Gino did. I think that could have been left later on. Did that change my feelings for the school? No. But I know how Gino is. Like, Gino has never changed. He's always been this arrogant person. So it's just how you deal with him. So that's my take on it. I know you got your own. But I just wanted to clear the air with that, because I took a lot of flack, but it's okay because I love it.
Right. Keep going for a second, D, with that. Give me a second. I'm just sharing.
No, but I mean, that's really where I was at. Like, that was a good game. I was kind of mad that the championship game wasn't as exciting. I think South Carolina played their championship game against UConn, and it was more to it. And I think that's a problem right there, because you just really wanted to beat him, not knowing what you got to look forward to was next. So, you know what I mean? And I think they need to get over that hump. Hopefully she gets some good recruits in to be able to fill those voids of her what she lost this year, because she lost a dog. But yeah, I'm not saying it was a good NCAA. The Final Four, I had everybody that was supposed to be in the Final Four on my girls bracket. Everybody was there. You know what I mean? I just think that one situation just took away from the game in general. Like, it was more to it than that. They tried to make it more to it than that. So what's your take? You ready?
So yeah, I got heartburn. Y'all gotta excuse me. This Thursday, it's just every time it's time for 8 o'clock podcast, I just be having so much that it's crazy. Like, everything waits till 8 o'clock. It's crazy on Thursdays. But I know what that is, and I know who that is. So anyway, of course, my take on Dawn is totally different. I feel like she handled her business. I feel like everything she did was warranted. I do not feel like she was the angry Black woman. I do not feel like she embarrassed us at all. I feel like she set a standard. I feel like she let him know what Pat tried 2 years ago. Pat Summitt, that is, for the Tennessee volunteers back then because he tried her the same way, and we all know she's a goat, and she wasn't having it. So he got what he deserved, period. And everybody can be touched, and he got touched. So I don't take his apology. I think it was trash. The whole community and culture thinks it was trash. I think he was just covering his tail because he's so used to getting his way, and he's so used to being dominant and winning. And I respected Gino up until then. I have no more. I do respect his players. I do respect his program still. I do respect the fact that how he develops, top-notch players like Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, Sarah Strong, AZ Fudd,
Maya Moore,
Paige Beckers, respect. I have respect for that, but as a person, he lost all. He just lost it all. Professionally, he lost all that respect, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. But moving right along, I think we played like trash against UCLA. I think I know we were prepared. The people who I thought was going to cook us didn't even cook us. We cooked ourselves. This is the second year in a row. Last year we got our business handed to us by UConn, but UCLA just, they wanted it more. We weren't hungry. We were flat. I think we were tired, honestly. We were tired, and then we had some pouters on the team. Joyce was pouting. She'd been pouting for the last 3 damn games every time for anything, and it was evident. It was noticeable. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I love the fact that Dawn let them get cooked. Dawn did not go out her way, go crazy coaching, whatever. Like she said, I can give y'all everything I got, but y'all have to go out there and perform. Period. And so I love the fact that she actually sat back and allowed them to feel it. I know we're going to be a powerhouse next year. I know who our recruits are, see what we have coming back. I also know what we have coming off injured reserve. You know what I'm saying? Which is some powerhouses. So, which have already performed and showed that. So I'm excited for next year. I'm excited for women's basketball, period. I think that the college level is going to be the bomb again next year, even before March Madness. But we all know going into March and April, it gets sticky, right? That's Sweet 16 is real. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And then so forth and so on. So I'm excited for that. But I'm also excited for the young ladies that made it to the draft. I think we switch gears real quick.
Yeah.
This draft was so...
I didn't watch it, so you already know. I didn't watch it. I was being a busy lady that day. So I
won't say rigged. I'll say honestly, and I know people got a lot of feelings about Raven going to where Caitlin Clark and people have created. They didn't create this, and this is what people fail to realize. They didn't create this rivalry. You people created this rivalry between Raven and Caitlin Clark from when Raven shut her down and da. Well, guess what? They're teammates now, and if they get along, they're going to be one of the tightest backcourts there is, along with Aaliyah Boston in their front court, and they still got Chelsea, you know what I'm saying, who is number one, you know what I'm saying, point guard. So you guys are looking at it from a standpoint of rivalry and competition, and that's, first of all, that's not what women are about. Yeah, some might be, you got some, but that's not what we're trying to build, as they say in the W now, right? That's not what it's about, man. Just the fact that you made it to the league, just the fact that you got picked on the team, just the fact that, and guess what? They still got waves out there. Matter of fact, in the middle of the draft was a trade, and that was y'all favorite Flau'jae got traded from Portland to Seattle right then and there. They starting to keep up.
That's the first time that's ever happened in the W.
Never have.
That's the first time it's ever happened. But it was like, my thing with that is like, which I'm trying to, and people please understand, I separated myself from the W once I stopped playing basketball. I stopped watching it. I stopped following it. It's something that now I have to regain because of what my status is, and I'm trying to learn about these new players and these teams and stuff like that. But what I noticed is they starting to catch up to what is going on. They starting to catch up. The league is starting to catch up to the men's. They starting to understand how to flow. I don't know if it was the kick in the butt that they needed from what that stupid commissioner lady said.
She's still there, man, and I can't believe that.
I mean,
sidebar real quick. Do you know they kept the coach from Tennessee? Go ahead, proceed.
Oh, they did. See,
yes.
Listen, I'm doing my research. I'm starting to get back on it because I got some things that we cooking up in the future. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm noticing how they moving. They moving different. And I don't know if it's somebody else that's starting to pull certain strings, but I love the way that they moving. I love where they're headed because it's giving this next generation that's coming up something to build for, something to really, really, you know what I mean? Like to look forward to. Because if you ask me, like, yeah, when we was coming up, yeah, you had the WNBA, but it wasn't like I wanted to be like super excited to want to play there because you just knew it was just like it was the WNBA. Like, but
I mean, I always wanted to play. I never
didn't have it
like that. I always
I rather went overseas, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't have, but
I
now
rather went overseas.
I would have rather played. I wish we in college, let's go back. I wish we in college had the transfer portal. I'm sorry, NIL deals. I wish the schools had the money to support the players because that's where it starts.
We had the transfer portal. So I want you to understand this. We had a transfer portal because you only had so many years to play NCAA. People, that's one thing. So like you still only had so many years. The way the transfer portal now is like now you're putting all your names in there. So if you think about it, like for me, when I went to Buff State, when I transferred to Damon, that's basically putting myself in a transfer portal because I left a D3 school to go to an NAIA D2.
But let me tell you the difference. Normally, you would have had to redshirt, regardless if you had the credits to play or not.
No, not the
world I was in.
Not if you went not if you went in like how I went NAIA D1. Now, if I would have went up to like NCAA D2, I don't believe, long as I had the credits, I shouldn't have had the red shirt.
Oh, even if I had the credits, like when I think I was one credit shy when I left JUCO to go to Norfolk State, right? And I believe even if I had that one credit, I still would have had to red shirt, if I'm not mistaken. So red shirt was a thing that they threw in your face. Can we agree to that? So now that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist.
Now they do red shirts if you just don't want to play. Like let's say, for instance, like Bryce James. Bryce James didn't play at all for Arizona. You know why? He redshirted because they just won. He basically just took a year off and he just sat. So he just sat and watched. He just sat and watched.
That's kind of like so. Listen, so kind of like let's skip a league. Let's go to the NBA. Right? They have this rule now where you can't miss with so many games. Like they have to explain why you're out the game. They can't. You just can't. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, we're saving players, resting them for the playoffs. That's not a thing anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like you have to freaking play. So if you take that same concept and come back down, like look at Juju. Juju, you've been healed. Sorry, Caitlin is healed. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean. You felt, and we had this discussion behind closed doors, was that it's a publicity thing. Man, you losing, but you losing what she does not realize. And I don't care what they say this and this. Them endorsements don't mean you about to be hitting 40 from the 3-point percentage. It don't mean you about to be 80% at the line. I ain't seen you hoop, dog. I ain't seen you hoop.
But see, that's the problem with social media. And that's the problem with these NIL deals because now what's the reason for me to play? I'm getting paid more money for my NIL deal than I am to play on this court, and I might end up hurt myself. And then what am I supposed to do? So that's the problem right there. That's what they need to fix. They need to fix that part of it, like especially with college.
Well, Donald Trump signed. They can't do it. But one transfer. Mm-hmm. He signed an executive order. So you know when
I don't even want to talk about him. I want to talk about him because he coming at one of my favorite people in the whole entire world. And if anybody don't know, I love the Pope. I'm a big Pope. I follow the Catholic diocese and stuff like that. I'm the Holy Grail. I got something that Dion does on the back end, and he said some stuff about my man, the Pope, and I'm not feeling it.
But this Pope got some firepower. This Pope.
This Pope don't play no games. This Pope from the hood. He don't play no games with you.
Yeah, I heard he ain't taking none of that.
Nah, he don't. He ready for it. He ready for the war. Like
Yeah.
he ain't playing with Trump. He got the right
Mhm.
one, but I'm not feeling that. So that's dear to my heart.
But what did he say to the Pope?
Man, he was trying to come at the Pope and come at the religion. He said some old foul stuff. I didn't have it written down, but he going stupid. He going stupid, and you can't go at religion like that. I'm sorry. The Pope ain't do nothing to nobody. That's like Mother Teresa. They don't do nothing to nobody. That's Gandhi. Why you coming at the Pope, man?
He
Like
don't
you
care.
really gotta
But you gotta realize the type of, first of all, you got to
you
realize how God is using, if we're going to go there, how God is using Trump, right? And you got to realize Trump is ruthless. You call him
I mean,
Antichrist, you call him whatever you want. He don't care about Congress. He don't care about House of Representatives. He don't care about your family, my family, his family, hell, his wife. You know what I mean? He don't care. As long as he get what he want, he good. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. You know, like we shouldn't have been like he has no plan for this war that he tried to create. You know what I mean? Um, he's just reckless. He's a big kid running around taking away things that were already in effect, putting them back in like he did something.
I mean, let's keep it real. When it came to those COVID checks, that was money that was owed to people regardless. And he wanted to make it seem like, oh, I did
Who
this.
did that come out of, and who end up we end up in a deficit because of that, and taxpayers end up paying that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you
So
gotta
yeah,
yeah,
you see how we jumping from one to one. But
I'm keeping up though, but keep
I
going.
know, I know, I see you. I see you over there. So shout out to Michigan, the Michigan Wolverines. I know you kind of close. Are you close to them?
I am.
Which part of Michigan you closer to?
That's my football team. Go Blue. I'm not
Okay.
an Ohio fan. I'm a Go Blue fan.
You'll go Blue fan. I used to listen. I used to be a Michigan Wolverine fan when I was in high school because I used to like the Fab Five. But we had a local kid he's from Niagara Falls that played on their team. So a lot of people when Michigan played here in Buffalo, a lot of people got to see him play because he was from Niagara Falls. I think his name is Roddy Gills or something like that. But yeah, Michigan was tough.
I
Michigan
heard.
Michigan was tough. Like
I mean, they
watching
needed to be because they football coaches even though he only got 18 months probation, something they needed to get something positive because that was looking real janky. You know what I mean? So they needed something positive. But Go Blue. I'm more so a Michigan football fan, but I like the Fab Five growing up too. So Go Blue. Shout out to
yeah.
you.
Yo, listen, that's where we used to get our big old shorts and the black socks. And Fab Five
You
was
was close to our colors. You ain't lying.
yep. I mean, they absolutely was close to our colors. But yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Michigan. I'm just trying to figure out what else in the basketball
So
world that
WNBA contract, man, we getting paid too. We getting paid.
oh yeah, listen, they giving out money now. Like
yeah, Aja sitting nasty. It's a lot of these recruits coming out now, and that's what Dawn told Raven. You don't even know you don't even know what we set for you. You don't even know, what we did for y'all to even get where y'all are now. Like it's just, and Raven was sitting there like,
my thing is, where did all this money just automatically come from?
it didn't automatically come. It came from people like she played for Michigan. She hurt right now. She was in the rival league before. Nafessa Collier. It comes from people like her not backing down from, you know what I'm saying, the racist, intimidating comments from commissioners, people of superiority.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, so if you're able to pay now, why couldn't we pay last year? Where was all this money at before?
Because the game is the game. First of all, you got new endorsements, you got new boosters.
That's
you got new boosters, you got expansion teams. You get what I'm saying? You got real players, you got dogs. Like the women's game is heating up. Like these conferences are longer now. You know what I'm saying? We play earlier in the year now. Remember, we ain't started till June, July. Now we about to start in a week or two or something like that. So the girls that got drafted, they already flew out to their teams already. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was watching Flage in Seattle.
Yeah, so the new CBA contract deal that they had to do, you know what I'm saying, that they had to negotiate, first of all, the commissioner was going to lose her job. I don't even know why she's still there. Bye, Felicia. That don't sit well with me, just like the Tennessee coach don't sit well with me. But again, so they had to negotiate. They had to give us our worth. You know, a lot of people, you know, that it's all about numbers. You know, are we filling the seats? Are we filling the stadiums? Is gear being brought? You know, like girls is getting shoe deals, endorsements. Like Raven just got one, and
Yeah, Raven went to Adidas. I can't wait to see what
with the Reebok. You know what I'm saying? So they getting deals now. They getting endorsements. They seeing us. They're seeing us as equals.
It's about time.
I mean, you know that old school mentality. You know, you're supposed to be flat-footed, barefooted in the kitchen cooking, having babies, and that just ain't happening, my dog.
Well, I guess I'm back on the train. I'm back on the train. You know what I mean? Like I said, next year is definitely going to be a new groundbreaking experience for me to really get back on this train to understand what's going on. I know a little bit right now because I kind of still keep my ear to the street about what's going on in the W, what's going on with college basketball, but I'm gonna have to get my teacher's hat on to be able to do this like I want to.
It's more so getting to that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like I could like for if the home is real simple, yo. This is with any sport. This is with anything. If the home front is I'm giving y'all the blueprint. Take notes.
He's so silly.
If the home front is taken care of, and they don't have to, the athlete does not have to worry about where my sneakers gonna come from. What about me eating and my family eating? And you know what I'm saying? Do I have everything I need? Not want, do I have everything I need to sustain? You know what I'm saying? While y'all asking me to just focus on basketball. You know what I'm saying? And if that is taken care of, if the mental health piece is taken care of, but that family situation, and that's what the NIL was created for. Let's just keep it a buck. Have people taking out of contacts, out of whatever, I'm sure. But that was a way of them covering to make sure, I mean, I want this star athlete. I want this girl or boy, young man, young woman to be, you know, my top softball player. But in order for that to happen, she has to have, you know, so much income. Because if I ask her to work and do any kind of job, I take away from the time that I need her to develop her game. You see what I'm saying? So that is core, D. That's the core of what you're doing. And if you, and in the mental health piece, because you don't know what that child's life is like at home and what they're dealing with. But if you can shake that core and build that child to overcome those things, despite if she's getting help or not, or he or not, you got that's 50% of your battle.
But see, and that's another reason why people are now they're taking them as youth. You starting to see people bring kids on as youth, and okay, so it'd be just like it'd be like just like the kids wearing play a role. You know what I mean? And every time you wear something, somebody buy it, you basically, you know what I mean, they can get paid off of it or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's helping them out that way. You got a lot of people that's doing that now. You got a lot of youth agents that's coming out.
But that ain't the core though. That's just another way to market and make money. I'm sorry. It is. That's just another way to market and make money, man. You and the parents have to be involved first and foremost. When you talk about youth coming out, coming to the games, coming to understand why these camps are important, why it's not just about AAU, why they have to be in the weight room, why they have to eat right, why their grades have to be priority just as well as the sport. You know what I'm saying? That takes homeschool. That's something that has to be done at home as well. Just like you can't just depend on the teacher, you can't just depend on the coach.
Oh, heck no. You can't.
But that's what happens. It's like dropping your kid off at daycare. No, boo-boo, this ain't daycare. This work.
It's work. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's work.
And I think that I think that needs to be in the car. I think people need to, like, I'm Coach Carter. I'm sorry. Y'all know Samuel Jackson, that movie's Coach Carter. Man, that I love his whole everything. The plays was named after his exes. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I love the contract. I love the you had to dress in a tie and a jacket. I love the standard of holding a GPA that was decent. It wasn't even a challenging GPA. But for those young men in that area where they grew up, it was.
Absolutely was.
You know, and the sports can, and it did it for me. I know it did it for D in certain instances. We all have our reasons why, but sports can save your life. You know what I'm saying? It can change and give you a discipline that you did not have. And coaches, you do become extra parents. You know what I mean?
And that's another thing a lot of coaches don't understand, that you become that extra parent even though you're not trying to be. But just being a coach, you become that extra parent. You become that other person that this child, this young adult can trust, and they can trust and feel like they can come to. You know what I mean? Like, so, and I think that hurts a lot of athletes because they don't feel like they can do that with their coaches. And coaches seem to have that wall up. Like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want a part of that. But how you gonna coach that kid and get them to that next level if you don't want to be fully committed to them that way?
What if your LeBron is dealing with that? What if your Curry is dealing with that?
Right.
What if your Bam is dealing with that? What if your SGA is dealing? What if your Wemby? What if your Aja? What if your,
But it's not even that. So it would be like, what if your Bronny James? Like, it's not even just your star players.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'm so glad you went there. That is something that Gino knows. Dawn knows.
Yes.
The coach from UCLA understood it. Vanderbilt, Texas, George. You have to have a bench.
Got to. You gotta have those.
You can't. You're not making it to the Sweet 16 without a deep bench.
Listen, you gotta have players that play on your team that can play their role. You gotta have players that can trust your system. You got to have players that you know that I can plug you in no matter what, and you're going to go ahead and you going to execute what I'm trying to tell you to do. This is why they recruit the players that they recruit. This is why they do what they do. And I mean, like, I go back to our high school team. Straight up, our high school team. We had 5 that started, right? But then you got our 3 that you knew that was coming off the bench, off the muscle.
Hotcakes.
Could have been 3 that started.
Hotcakes. So,
and it was a plug-in. Like, I could plug you in. You can go ahead, Lynette. Go get Dion. It's not gonna be a drop-off. Go ahead, Doobie. You know what you're supposed to do. It's not gonna be a drop-off. Like, when you got those are the type of coaches that I admire. And the only reason why I do that is because they tell their players what they want. It ain't no sugarcoating nothing. I'm not going to feed you no false nothing, no false reality. This is your job. Go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
This how we going to win.
Can you come off the bench hot?
And you come off the bench hot. Like,
can you be that relief we need? Are you a game changer? Can I do different? One thing about Dawn, and I noticed, like, I was like, okay, Shanta, put your little coaching hat on. Dawn, Gino, and all of them, your starters might not be in that intricate play that you need to shift the rhythm of the game.
Not at all.
Ooh, did y'all hear what I just said? Your starters might not be in that 5 that you got on the floor to shift the rhythm of the game. May it be for y'all to come back. May it be for y'all to speed it up. May it be for y'all to go big, go small. Yeah, it depends. You know what I mean? So you got to be prepared. You might be number 9. Hey, I need you to go out there and play all defense for 5 minutes straight. Lock her down. I don't want her to breathe. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you get buckets off the bench? Hot. Can you come in and you're an all-star freshman? I recruited you for a reason. Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Show me what you're made of.
Can you do it?
So yeah,
performance is everything. Like, once you get to the league, you getting paid to do your job. What is your job? You are a professional athlete, which means you are a star in what you do. You specialize in basketball.
Absolutely.
Inside and out. You breathe, eat, sleep, drink basketball. And you need to be able to do it. Rory Harmon, my guy, my girl, one of the underrated, she got drafted. Thank you, God. She said, at a young age, you got to choose your friends. You got to choose the gym over your friends. And then after she said it still should be about fun when you're young. I agree. Do not take the fun out of the game, coaches, because you trying to prove a point and you ain't never played the sport. You got lucky to get a coaching job.
But that's even parents. And I'm going to tell you, like, I used to get a lot of flack from a lot of people because I allowed my kids to be kids. Like, I knew that they played sports. I knew that, you know what I mean? Like, I knew what it took, but I'm not going to take your childhood away from you. If you want to go ahead and go have fun, I'm allow you to go ahead and do it. because I don't want you not to like the sport. I don't want you to not fall and still be in love with it. I want you to still have that passion for it. So yeah, there was times where I probably could have pushed them a little bit harder. There was times where I could have made them work out 2, 3, 4 times a day if I really, really wanted to. But I understood that they were still kids. And I want you to be a kid. I want you to live life, even if they probably didn't decide they wanted to do anything. But that was probably one of the biggest things I had to learn early as a parent, that I gotta let them be kids. I gotta let them enjoy it, because this gonna go by like that. And before you know it, we seniors in high school, we graduating, about to go to college, and it's like,
and they locked in on their own. If
eventually they get it.
One chose to switch wasn't because of the non-fun being there, you know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna go into that, but at the end of the day, it wasn't because of that by no means, you know what I'm saying? So I agree with allowing kids to be kids for as long as they can. I agree with teaching the fun of the sport, having like you when you work in a profession, at some point you want to try to love something, to work and do something you love at some point. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same with sports. I don't want this to turn into a job where I'm just, I gotta go to the court again today. We gotta run 95 suicide. Like, and it can be dogmatic. It can be where, and I've seen this and I harp on this, and I'm gonna teach this from a leadership standpoint. Don't get so caught up in your position and power and trying to make a name for yourself and get some titles and get some accolades behind your name that you forget that this is supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun.
Sports are fun. Are they competitive? As hell. I'm one of the most competitive people Dion know, and vice versa, I'm sure. It's supposed to still be fun though.
So I got a story to tell.
What's up?
Last weekend, I coach a 12U team of girls that are basically 5th and 6th graders. I had a lot of 5th graders. A lot of them their first time playing AAU. And we had our first tournament. And I want y'all to know, I'm very competitive. But for the first time ever, I lost the game. And I'm about to tell you what the score was. The score was 51-6. 51 to look at your face. Look at your you look like my sons. My sons was like, wait a minute, Dion don't lose like that. What the heck is going on? But to understand the level of play where my girls are at compared to where these other girls are at, it was a humbling experience for me. But then I had to learn right on the fly how to be encouraging when they were doing the little stuff. I didn't care if it was you did a right chest pass, you did a ball, like I didn't care what it was. I know that it's the encouraging factor that girls need that is gonna make us get better. Now looking at it, guess what? I'm not looking for us to to win a tournament. I want to win one game this season. We got, I think, 6 tournaments. If I win one game this season, I'm happy as ever. I just want to see the growth of my team. And that's it. But like, when you talk about somebody like I'm used to beating people, on
the inside, you was burning up.
We.
Guess what? You allowed them to beat them. So the fact that you brought into them, they're going to buy into you.
That's it. And you don't got coaches that do that. You don't got coaches that do that.
Like I said, I see it in leadership. I see it all the time. I went through it. I experienced it so many times. You know what I'm saying? So many times. You know what I mean? And I had an interview today. I made it very clear. I ain't that. I'm here, head down, handle my business, deuces. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with the dog and pony show. You better go buy a dog and a pony, and you better pray and stay but around, because I'm not it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here for one thing and one thing only. So yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm glad you allowed them to be you, because I know that competitive spirit that's in there. And I know that probably was hard, but also understanding your talent, your level, what they have been around versus now they gotten you. And I know that something inside of them, something there, even the parents is like, it's about to be a switch. Who is this? You know what I'm saying? Who is this Coach Dion?
I mean, you know, my assistant coach is Doobie. So you got both of us sitting there on the sideline, and we like, wait a second, this is not normal for us. But then we had to go back to the drawing board, and we had to understand what our team was missing and what we needed to do now in practice. It ain't about you scratching all plays. You starting all over from legit the ground. I'm teaching you a V cut. I'm teaching you to understand where your placement is at on the floor. And I think we're gonna see a difference in them. Oh yeah, you're gonna see a big difference in them.
Long as you keep praising them and keep encouraging them, and even in the middle of the game, you know what I mean?
Oh,
even
absolutely.
when they come to the bench, the girls need to have some kind of dab they do, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Or when they come in and they come on the floor and you're starting 5 out there, or when they sit on the bench, they need to sit next to Doobie for at least 2 minutes to get what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all that matters. All of that matters, you know. And I think that a well-rounded coach knows that.
You don't got too many of those though. But you know, that's a whole nother topic for a whole, especially
because if we're talking, never mind.
That's a whole other topic for a whole other day. But man, but other than that, yo, what else been going on? What else you got over there?
Man, well, ain't the play? I don't even follow the NBA heavy like that, but the playoffs getting ready to come.
Yeah, they just had to play in the other night.
Yeah, playoffs getting ready to come. WNBA getting ready to start. I ain't seen nothing major going on with that right now. What else was something else that was? I think the biggest things was you know that hot topic about Dawn and Gino, and then we covered a lot of it already. We covered the WNBA draft, which was you know UCLA got all 6 of their girls drafted within the first round.
Yo, I swear. Yo, when I seen that, I was like, yo, this is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. And just, that's crazy.
And then for my girl to go number 10, Flau'jae wasn't even up there. She was like number 7. Latson went number 20. My girl Okot went number 13. It was just, but the crazy part about it is that they went to teams I believe they fit and they could be used at. You know, some controversy, like I said, with my girl, but they'd be all right. Even after the I like the fact that they did. I like the fact that they speeded it up at the end. They speeded it up real quick. Actually, the draft at the end, such they just start. You know, it wasn't even you coming on stage, and after number 20, that was it. After 20, that was it. And they just start whatever. And my girl Rory got, this is what I wanted to talk about. Height. And you got the other word. Height should not be a matter of getting drafted. If that's the case, then don't. The WNBA, I'm sorry, in the NBA everybody should not have to be tall. That's nuts. That is nuts. I don't even know when that started, when it was created. I don't know when it was the ABA. Talking about NBA now, when it was the ABA, the Harlem Globetrotters, I don't know, CBA, because I think it was that too all in there. I don't know, American Basketball League for women. I have no freaking idea. But it is not fair that your draft number should shift because of your height. It is not fair that
it should shift because of your weight.
No, if you can't keep up. But same with height. If you can't score and do whatever. But we have proven that. Here's the difference. There's a difference. We have proven that height don't stop us. In the NBA and WNBA has been proven.
But I mean, even
weight is different.
No, it's not. Weight don't stop you either.
One person, and it's been proven that she could not keep up. It's been proven. That anything she can't. She's not going to make it in a sec. She's not. She can't run in a sec. I don't know why you so gung-ho on this chick that's 50 pounds to 60 pounds out of shape.
Because when she gets in the
post, do some footwork in the post.
But she got animal down there. I gotta respect it. That's how I made that.
No, she did not. Not in the tournament. She got
I didn't watch her in the tournament.
I'm telling you, I'm giving it to you though.
But I'm
she
just
got
saying,
8 up in the tournament. The guards was digging at her. The guards did exactly what they were supposed to do. Exactly what I would have did. I dug at her fat butt, and when I got in there and got that ball, she couldn't make it.
but a team learned how to defend her. I'm just trying to tell you, if you watch the girl got footwork. The girl got post moves out the freaking water.
That has nothing to do with playing a solid 40 game if you cannot get up and down the court. D, she could barely do that.
From the games that I watched,
I'm talking about the tourney. The tourney matters to me.
Oh, well, I'm just saying I didn't watch the tourney, but from the games that I watched,
telling you, I'm not gonna make.
I'm just telling you. I just don't. I don't think
comment, every page, everywhere.
Okay, here you go like this. As far as you say height, my thing is, if you a short point guard, I'm gonna pick the taller point guard over you because the taller point guard gonna be able to do more than you are because you too short. Because all they're gonna do is throw you.
I disagree. It depends. I'm in shape. I'm a short point guard.
I'm just saying, but all they're gonna do is throw you in the post because. But I'm just saying, if you're shorter, if it's a shorter point, I'm gonna pick the taller point guard because the taller point guard is going to be able to do more for me as far as lengthwise. Like you're gonna be able to guard multiple positions other than a shorter point guard. Why am I guarding somebody that's shorter?
So go back to my. So here we go. So here we go. And this is the original piece. I'm not saying you're not right. Let me stand corrected. I'm not saying that what you're saying physicality wise, I'm not saying you're not right. What I'm saying is it should never be a thing in the first place, Dion. It should never been, I'm just recruiting. We were just recruiting all tall girls for the game of basketball. That is nuts.
But they being honest with you.
No, you're missing my point. You're missing my point. Then don't let me play. I shouldn't play college ball then.
I mean,
there's a height change from high school to college to WNBA. High school, college, NBA. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
So then maybe we need to have a league in between. I'm just think about what I'm saying here. There needs to be a league in between then for people that might not be 6 feet tall because that's not a normal height. The average height of your hear what I'm saying? A female is 5'5", dog.
Shit.
5'5" to 5'9". That's the average height of a female. Average height of a male is 5'8", 6 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So if your average height, the world, 8 billion people, is 5'5", and I got the talent to run with the best of them, but because I'm not 5'8", 5'9", no, not right. But this stereotype has been created since the beginning of what, ball?
I mean,
yeah,
I guess.
I'm just saying that it's not fair for weight. It's not fair for weight. I'll go there. It's not fair for weight if I'm big and I'm soft. Look at football players. Let's switch to speed. Let's look at football players. You got dudes that's what 6'5", 280 that can run the floor flat and burn it up. But sometimes they're even prejudged until they get to the
combine.
Here you go. Come on, sweetie. Thank you. They
get to the combine
and burn it up. And now everybody's like, oh.
But I mean,
the benefit of the doubt. Females don't get that, and you know I ain't lying.
I mean, but we never have. Like, I don't know. Like, for me,
let's go track and field. Your favorite.
Okay, what about it?
You got, you know, Jackie Joyner was tall.
Absolutely.
Sha'Carri is short.
Okay.
And she still can burn it up and keep up, though. Gabby Thomas is tall. T.T. Edwards ain't that tall. Or Jefferson, per se.
You know, like track is a little bit different. I'm gonna tell you.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes,
no, it's not. No, it's
not. I always tell you why.
You gotta Usain Bolt and Michael Johnson toe that up. So or
track is always why I say track is different is because you can be short and still be fast and be able, and you can still be tall.
If you got tree trunks for the only way is you got tree trunks for legs. If you got tree trunks for legs.
So you look at me. Obviously, I ran track and I used to run against Teresa Mingo, and she was shorter than me, and I was able to beat her. But I'm taller than her.
Look at your stride. The stride matters, D.
But then what's the? But you saying the
stride matters?
No, not real. No, I don't think.
Yes. I used to walk with my mother and father as a child. I'm telling you what I know. For your every 3 steps, I gotta take 5. It matters.
But that's because you a little kid. I don't see track as being that. Oh,
you talk to. I know a lot of track stars. I'm telling you, big dogs that ran. You know what I'm saying? I know ones from Jamaica. legitimately in the Army, all that. I met tons of like you meet a lot of athletes, right? So all that matters. All I'm saying is this. It's so now, like it's so obvious now. How does that sound? Is that a little bit better? I'm trying to think of other ways to say it. Like, and you gotta work so hard, not only to make it, but to divide your odds. What do I mean? Look at Muggsy Bogues, look at Dawn Staley, and we could name a couple other people too. They did my brother, my twin, my replica that I wear his number and used to wear my braids just like him. They doubted AI because he was 6 foot and he cooked. And you know I'm not lying.
No, I mean, just like they doubted Steph Curry. But you got to go out there and prove yourself.
Steph, they did, but you get splash though. You ain't coming out to the half court. You're not coming out to the half court to check him.
But my thing is,
splash from there.
My thing is, if you short, point blank period. If you short and you finally get your chance to go out there and do it, go ahead and prove yourself. Go ahead and prove yourself with the big dogs. It ain't like
what makes you a big dog? Because you got height?
Huh?
What makes you a big dog? Because you tall?
No, I'm just
saying. Because it's a lot of tall people that's trash.
I'm just saying, but I'm just like what I'm saying is like, okay, if
I gotta work harder because that's not fair. That's all I'm saying. It's not fair. It's not fair.
I don't.
You got a lot of big people that's trash. Am I right?
I mean, yeah, you got a lot of little people that's trash.
So indeed, if they get in, but I'm just saying. Hear what I said. My point was, it affects your draft number. Okay, it affects what number you get in, what team you go to, and it's all about what that team needs as well. We know,
and that's another thing. Because if I don't need you, and again, like I said, if I'm looking for a bigger guard to be able to play multiple positions, I'm going to pick that bigger guard. I'm
a stand tall on height. I don't like Dana Evans. That's my anyway 5'7" Las Vegas Aces, and she dope. You know what I'm saying? And her baby sister is Raven Johnson, and they lock it down. But that's because, like myself, I had to learn strategic, tactical, mechanical strategy. All these people was bigger than me. What can I do? How can I turn my body into a machine at what I do well to get what I need and still get buckets here and there? See what I'm saying? So, it's a good topic. It really is. It's something a lot of people don't think about.
I played out of position all the way up until I got to college. I played 4 years out of position till I got all the way to college. I should have been a point guard, but I already had guards on my team.
But a point guard by who? By who? Because I don't think you are. I don't think you are at all.
I'm absolute. To be honest with you, I'm absolutely.
Height, but you're not.
No. I'm absolute. I'm a guard. I'm a one or two
because of height.
No. I'm mindset. If you watch me play in college, I am a 1 or a 2, and I just know how to play down low. I should have always been a guard.
I disagree. But I'm gonna let you have it. I totally disagree. I give you the 3. I take you from the because you paid power.
If I would have went, if I would have went D1, I wouldn't have never played the 3.
You would have had a lot of work to do as a guard, D. I'm just telling you.
I would have played. Where do you think I played at when I was at Buff State?
I don't know.
I went from the 4 to the 1. I ended up becoming a starting point guard. That's how I got newcomer of the year in the whole conference.
I did not. That's real weird. Yeah, that's real weird.
I am a point guard. And you would
I would totally disagree.
And you got a lot of people that would tell you that you totally wrong, because the mindset that I have as far as playing that position, I'm smart. I know my IQ is up there because I know how to play.
I'm not saying your IQ is not there. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
I'm a guard.
I'm just saying you at that point, then at some point, you played the position because of the height again, the average height of high school girls. Hear what I'm saying? The average height of high school girls is why you had to play that position in high school. The
average height in high school girls, you think about, I was playing against Val Jacobs that was 6'1". Everybody
was saying. So your coach that you was with before I even came on board, before what's her name? Taisha, before anybody else, why Sardo ain't had you at the point then?
Let me tell you why. Because we had guards.
Y'all didn't have guards though like that. I'm sorry. Y'all did not have guards that was gonna take y'all where y'all needed to go.
We had senior guards.
Yeah,
and you had La on the ball.
Okay, La graduates.
Yeah, here you go. I got you. I got Taisha.
But
I got everybody else.
Again, remember what I said about matchups and games and how you switch and you turn and you switch, you turn.
But
we ain't never put you in a point guard position, dog.
I had to play my role. If you understand,
I'll even give you a 2-guard position. I'll give you shooting guard. I'll give you that on a good day.
I'll put money on it.
If Germany wasn't in the game.
Listen, let's put it. We can put a poll out.
What position you play at Damon? What position you play at Damon?
At Damon, I end up going back to the 4.
Period. Like,
do you know why?
But I just.
Do you know why?
You're not a guard. You're not a point guard, though.
Oh my God, dude. Do you know why? Do you know why I went to the 4?
Go ahead.
Because it was the role that I had to play for the team to win. He knew I was handling the ball. I'm not saying you can't. I never said that. You could put it in a poll that if I probably would have played point guard, I would have been first team all Western New York. The fact that I had y'all guards on my team, that took away from my game.
It did not, D. You sound crazy.
Absolutely.
I wish I hope all our mentors that followed us, that paid attention, that know us in and out, they would say you sound crazy, D.
I should have played guard.
That's like, okay, I can truly say, and you know this, had I been at traditional from my freshman year to senior, I'd have made everything every fucking year. And excuse my language for cussing, and I'd have had my 1,000 points easy. I'd have had 1,000 assists easy.
Only thing I would say, it would have been harder for you because you was coming behind La, you was coming behind me, and then you also had Germany.
Not if I would have came my freshman year. I would have started my freshman year. If I was in traditional, I didn't have to come to traditional. I was going to Holy Angels. It was tuition, my nigga. And I wasn't going to Holy Angels to sit on no bench, dog. You gotta realize who was recruiting me.
So you trying to say you thought you was better than Juanita?
Mathis?
Yeah.
Trash. Next. Hope she hear it. Next.
Dang.
I'm a dog, yo. I'm a dog. And I won't say trash one. That's not a stab to you. That's just me and Dion competitive nature. Like, who? But she was not us. She was not on our level. No, by no means. Are you crazy right now?
No, my guy. I'm saying that's your opinion. I'm just saying,
like, I'm just saying, D, I don't see you. I could see you, and this is all respect. You know, I
know, and I understand why.
I could see you as a shooting guard. I know you could get off. You know what I'm saying? I could see you at the 3, but depending on the lineup, though. Can I see you in a mean ass sec level running track point guard, really hooping, crossing over, doing that, getting the ball? No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't see it.
But then I'm just saying, and
that's not disrespectful. I respect all the positions. I just don't see that.
I know what I was capable of doing and where I was held back at, and I know a lot of people.
Ass.
Oh, I'm not, but Sardo set me up to be able to learn how to play all 5 positions. There was nobody else. All 5 could play all 5.
I mean, a lot of us, if you're not, hold on, I will say,
but you couldn't play all 5.
We could all go. I would never try. I would only play 2.
See, I would only play versatile, and that's the reason.
And those are my versatile positions. But where I came from, I could play 3. But I promise you, I will only play 2. I know my PYR, as you say. I know my PYR, as you say. You get what I'm saying? But Cyril did not set you up to play point guard. No, the hell he did not. And Floyd definitely did not.
Do you know? You really don't realize how much I handled the basketball, my nigga.
When we was going up, I used to watch you. You used to want to run points so bad. I used to watch you, though, D.
Dude, do you really?
So Floyd, what position did Floyd have you playing? Please, because I know.
The 3.
So exactly. Now Floyd is a genius. He's one of the best, right?
I had Jamie Donnelly. What the heck do you mean?
You never was gonna get past that, dog.
But why would I want to? Because that was the better point guard. I want her to play point guard because I'm gonna get the ball. I want her to play point guard.
Floyd, this genius guy, like I said,
we gotta get some of these coaches on here so they can really tell you.
No, we gotta get people that know us on here too. Not them coaches. That's
right. Okay, go get somebody on
the people that know us on here too. That watch us.
They gonna keep it real with you, man.
They gonna keep it real with you, dog. You gonna keep it real with you.
I'm saying, why do you think? Time out. Why do you think they had me on the Gus Macker team?
I'm not
why
saying
do you think they had me on the Gus Macker team and not y'all?
I didn't say you couldn't play. I just said you weren't prepped for that. That's what I'm saying. That wasn't.
But I went to the SUNY. I went to play at Buff State and end up becoming.
But you end up going to Damon and going right back to the position that they saw you at, which was the 4th.
But the reason why is because there were. I'm not the reason. You are not listening at all.
I'm listening.
The reason why is because of the position that he wanted me to play. I don't want to play the point guard. I'm telling you what my true position is. My true position, I should have been a guard. Anybody would have told you that. I should have been a point guard.
And you're shifting it back to the height. You're shifting it back to the height thing that we're talking about, right?
I could have went D1 playing the guard.
And you're talking about where?
Anywhere.
Where? Show me. Where could you have went D1 playing the point guard position?
Ashanta, I could have went anywhere.
Where?
Anywhere.
Name a school. I'm waiting.
I could have went to Canisius. I could have went to Canisius playing point guard.
Who recruited you from Canisius to play a point guard, dog?
Oh my.
You could have went to play the 2. I give you the 2.
But the 2 still got to handle. But the 2 still gonna play point guard.
The 2 come off so many screens. It's ridiculous, dog. Do you remember Laz? Do you remember Laz' roommate?
Yup, I know exactly who you're talking about because
the 2, and she was a true shooter. They had a true point guard.
Yo, it's okay.
Could she get the ball up the floor? Yeah, but I'm just saying I'm not knocking you as a player. You know that.
You can't knock me as a player.
I know what you've done. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Buff State is a D3 first and foremost. Let's keep it on.
You can't knock D3.
You probably could have went there and played 3-4 positions. I'm sure.
You can't knock D3. I'm sorry.
And if you would have got the Damon and they didn't do that little funky monkey mess, you probably would have been a starter too or played different positions. But you had, who was already there, I'm sure. And whatever else, you know what I'm saying? So back it up. Had you been at Damon since you was a freshman?
What position would I probably play? I probably would, to be honest with you, if depending on who's on that roster. So that's another thing. Like I put on my podcast, you as a player nowadays, you got to understand who's on the rosters that you are on. Honestly, I should have left. If you want to go back, I should have left traditional my sophomore year. I should have left traditional and went to Sacred Heart because I would have played my true position. Sister was putting me at the guard. That's where I was going. Mookie, it was already set up.
Why did you stay at traditional?
Because I didn't want to leave and I didn't want my parents to pay that money. I didn't want my parents to pay that money. That's the true story. I was leaving traditional.
I don't care. I feel no matter where you are that coach had. But again, we both know that Sardo, we were so talented. I'm not gonna say he ain't have to do no work.
He did.
The work he should have been doing was getting us into the right schools, right? We both know that. Everybody knows that. Everybody feels that. I think even Live feels that. Like, I'm interested if Canisius wasn't coming so hard, what would he have done with that? Because that was like the blueprint, right? So there was some balls drop, but you move on, you live on. And it's what position were you going to play at Brockport?
The 1 or the 2. She recruited me for the 1 or the 2. I was playing the guard.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I know it is. See, that's a little tidbit that you didn't know.
I mean, it's very interesting. We could get, I'm not saying based off height. Based off height, absolutely. If you went to the league or if you went to a D1 that is noticeable, that's the position based off height, though, which is back to my original statement of you should not be judged on your height and weight. But unless you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I just watched it. I just watched the draft. I just watched the political piece of that in the. I mean, it was clear as day, D. Like I just watched it and saw. I was like, oh shoot, dang, they really.
I look at it as a GM. It all depends on how you fit my system. And if
like Indiana, they went guard heavy. Some teams are guard heavy. Some teams want to push the rock. Some teams want they big men to whatever. Some teams are balanced. You got a lot of players that were recruited from Spain, from they brought Kennedy Carter back from being over there for a couple years. She a dog. She went straight to the Aces. You know what I'm saying? They know what they doing. They building longevity teams, or they're working to get their team to that championship type, level. So yeah, it's 9:00, y'all. It gets real. Me and Dion ain't got nothing but love. That's my dog. Well, only we can talk to each other like that. Y'all have been butthurt. Y'all have been ready to bust, shoot a gun, get mad, go kill somebody, shoot them in the face, all that. But we've been around each other for 30-something years. We've been doing this for 30-something years. So anybody that knows us knows this. But this is, but I hope you learn from that, though. You should have learned from that. You should have took something from that and understood and learned who we are and why we have this podcast, why we're here, what we're trying to teach, show, grow, and help you guys to understand everything. Even from what we were just talking about is very instrumental in your child's development. And that's something that I think Dion is well versed in. She's able to see that in your child as they're growing. So she can tell you, hey, I know you think your child should be playing this position, but we're going to also groom them for this position here, this and this, because if she don't grow, if she do grow, or if she stay where she at, we want her or him to be versatile in what they're doing. So I think that was a great debate. I think you guys need to pay attention to that and take heed to what we were talking about, because it starts way back. Like if y'all see,
it starts in grammar school. I'm trying to tell you, it starts when they babies, when they first start. Like, you need to put them in the right positions from the beginning. And unless you do that, then you're gonna get, when they become in high school, you're gonna be scrambling trying to figure things out. So I always tell all my parents, like, yo, let's make your child versatile in all areas, understanding the game in all areas, because it's only gonna benefit them in the end. So
and master your position. If you're a shooting guard, you need to be in the gym doing tricep workouts. Seriously. You know what I mean? You really need to be shooting, 500 shots a day. You know what I'm saying? If you're a point guard, baby, it's nothing but ball handling. And then you still need to be able to pull up off the 15-footer and nail it. Like, you need to have your decision made before you even get to the free throw line. As a guard coming across the half court, I'm reading. It's like a scientist. It's like you're going to a warp zone. You know what I mean? And then your front court and your back court have got to communicate. The biggest thing, Dion, we talk about often too, is communication. Teach your child how to talk on the floor.
These kids don't talk at all, man. I swear, I'm not playing with none of these kids from this generation. Don't let me play no pickup, because if I get hit with a screen, I'm not. No, that happened to me one time, and they did it on purpose. I don't play that. You better call out the screen, because if I get hit, we got a problem.
And some of the screens, you still going. Now your mindset is two things: can I get over the top of this screen, or do I have to go switch? Right. And then you gotta switch back, but depending on, now I don't got this big man that you don't let go, because you not at an angle where you can follow the big man with me. So now we got to switch back real quick so that I don't get beat in the post.
These kids these days is selfish. They not calling out screens. They not switching back. They selfish as ever. I will never play with no kid in this generation. Don't ask me to play no pickup. So you better be 30 and older.
They watch a lot of film, man. They need to watch themselves, not to become arrogant, but to learn from their mistakes.
Absolutely. So before we get off, you got anything that's coming up that you want to say or anything?
Nah, man, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy you're coaching these girls. I know you love you guys. I know you're probably still doing that on the side too, or whatever the case may be. But I'm excited that the girls have a coach like you. I'm excited that the knowledge they're going to get, the time they're going to get. I'm excited that Doobie is with you, somebody you can trust, that brings something to the table as well. I'm excited to see where your team goes. I'm excited to see the young ladies grow that you have. I'm excited for your Oli and stuff. Talk to us.
Yo, shout out. I'm June 13th. We got our first player role camp. It's a boys camp in Olean, New York. I'm taking only 40 boys, so they can sign up. If you go on my Facebook page, the link is on there. So you just register, and after you register, you pay. You get all the good extra goodies that come with it. But yeah, we put on our first camp. It's $45. You get a t-shirt. We're doing it from 9 to 1. It's at Washington West Elementary School, where I used to work. And the kids is coming back. Like, if that's where my start was at, to get back into this game. And they gave me the opportunity to come back, and I'm about to come back, and we coming back with vengeance, because I'm already thinking about putting on the girls one.
Somebody on your joint, I was scrolling, looking, somebody said bring it to Rochester too.
Yep. Yeah, that's Des Gibson that played with me at Buff State. Yeah, you would know exactly who she is when if you really look at the picture. She like brown skin. Yeah, she like brown skin. Real, she kind of tall. She played with me at Buff State.
Nah, she was in our era.
Yeah, she would have been in our era.
I know another Desiree that was younger than me from the Rock. She was nice.
Yeah, Desiree Gibson. That's my homie. That was my ace at Buff State. That was my right hand. Me and her used to get, but she was like coming to Rochester. So we trying to move these camps. I'm waiting for Buffalo to wake up, but it's okay. They'll wake up eventually. It's crazy, but it is what it is. So yeah, the Player Roll camp, boys basketball camp, coming to Olean. I'm coming back home. Is welcome back, Miss D. So yeah, other than that, I'm good.
Yo, that's what's up. That's super dope, man. Player Roll is getting ready to blow up. She doing some things. She cooking in her own way. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes a lot of people think you should cook their way, but you got to do what God has called you to do, how he showed you to do it, you know, and be humble while doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm excited for D. I'm excited for Player Roll Sports. I'm excited for Player Roll Clothing. I'm excited for Player Roll period. I'm excited for Dion being able to walk into her gift. And doors are opening for her, and I need you guys to support. I got some stuff cooking too, but I'm in the lab, so can't talk about a lot. But I'm excited for her. I need you guys to get your kids up to Olean. I need you guys in Olean to support her. $45 is not a lot. Listen, $45 is not a lot for a camp. I'm telling you now, especially in 2026. So be excited. That's a discount. That's food stamp price. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it a buck. So make sure y'all support, sign up. Listen, if y'all can't, I'm hustling for her now. That's what I do though. If y'all can't get your kids there, whatever, man, donate. She need apples, she need Gatorade, she need oranges. You know Absolutely. What I'm saying? She needs that kind of stuff there. The t-shirts are not free. You know what I mean? She got to figure all that out right there. All this stuff costs, you know what I mean? And so support her, support Play Your Role, man. And I'm just proud of my dog. Anytime she sends something to me, I'm pumping it on our page. Stay tuned, man. We've been stuck at 79 people for the longest. I need y'all to like, tag, and share.
Let's go.
It didn't stop me from going on our page either.
I know it did, because you're not live. So you can't go live.
Oh, okay. Well, so that means
you can still see stuff, but monetary wise, you can't do nothing with it.
So y'all don't know when I did that, I got it. Entrepreneur, y'all jack, somebody was a hater. It's all good. We over it. We moving through time right now. So hopefully time fly so Dion can get back to monetizing so I ain't gotta hear her mouth no more. So
shit. Because my dream got like 4.5K people didn't see before. I'm like, what the hell? But anyway, excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah,
you good, D. So in the meantime, though, we need numbers up, y'all. We need y'all liking over here. We need y'all supporting over here. Dion has another podcast. What's the name of that podcast, D? Where can they find you?
It's the Player Roll podcast. It's on YouTube at Player Roll 83. It's just me shooting the stuff. You know what I mean? I'm talking about youth sports this week. I got 8. We dropping 8 episodes, and it's just about youth sports today and different things. Like today, we dropped the episode about recruiting. And you can go catch them all over at my YouTube channel, which is, like I said, it's Player Roll 83. You want to email me on anything, it's playerroll83@gmail.com. Like that's where we at right now. That's what we working with.
Send me a link because I can't find it.
Which one?
Player Roll for YouTube.
Oh.
I can't find it. I was just over here looking. So listen, make sure y'all like our Facebook page, the Locker Room Lounge podcast. It's going to get spicier, saucier. This is what we do. We about that life. But this is why best friends have to do this kind of thing, because we know each other. You get what I'm saying? So, yes, I support whatever she has going on as well as she does me. And I'm just excited for her because she's walking into what she's been wanting to do for years. And we Leo, so we congratulate each other. You know what I mean? We energy signs, you know what I mean? So I'm glad. I know it's going to be dope. You got a camera person that's going to be shooting. Okay, yes, super dope.
Yep. And everything's going to be on the website, on the Instagram page, all that. Like, yo, we about to turn this Player Roll up. Like, that's all it is.
Facts. And I support her in whatever she got going on. Like I said, if you cannot send your child or whatever, just donate to the cause, man, because she can use it all. And then make sure you tune into our page. Make sure you tune into our page, tune into what we got going on, and check us out Thursday nights, 8 o'clock. Stay tuned. What time is your joint, D?
Oh, I normally drop them. It's supposed to be Wednesday nights. I normally drop on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock when I do my podcast. But it's just, I just drop it. So it's normally Wednesday nights, but I was kind of busy last night. That's why I didn't get dropped till today. So, but normally it's Wednesday nights. I'll drop it. We only got, I'm at 5. We only got like 4 more episodes, and then we're gonna go into the next session of the season. And then I'm gonna be talking about relationships, as playing a role in relationships. So I'm gonna spicy it up a little bit for y'all. So it's not just about sports over here at Play a Role. It's about sports, life, and purpose. So we about to talk about, so that's what that is.
All right. Well, guess what? This has been the Locker Room Lounge with Miss Play Your Role, aka Dion, and Shay Shaboom, aka Shanta. Make sure you like our page. Make sure y'all join and stay tuned, man. We cooking over here too. Trust me. Don't get it twisted. We cooking everywhere, man. We cooking everywhere, man. And I'm just glad I get to be a part of something with my homies. So peace, love, and hair grease. And until next time, be cool.
Let's go.
Later.